Give me all the calories or none. I don't want to deal with it. That's just my life. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just a girl who loves to eat, and I'm just sharing with you my humble perspective. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, your favorite place for hauls, home decor, and all things homemaking. If you are joining us for the first time, welcome. And for those of you returning, we appreciate your support. Today's video, I wanted to share with you guys how I love to make my salads. Now, I change my salads from day to day depending on how I'm feeling, what I'm in the mood for, sometimes what's left over in the fridge. That sometimes determines what's going to be included in that day's salad. But I typically have salads, I would say 4 to 6 times a week, but I don't make them the same way every time, because I think if you do, it just gets really boring. No one wants to live a life of lettuce, tomato, and cucumbers. I mean, that's just the saddest life to live. So if you want to find out how I make my salads and some of the awesome additions, stay tuned. So let's jump right in. Let's talk first about the type of greens that I like to use in my salad. The first thing I want to share with you is I used to be, and I go through changes, because again, when you eat salad so often, sometimes you are like obsessed with this particular ingredient and you're literally putting it in every single salad you make, even if you're having 2 salads a day. But then after a while, you kind of get tired of it. So at one point, I was a kale fanatic, okay? I used to get chopped kale, triple washed, whether it be at Walmart or from Trader Joe's. And then what I would do is, because you know, kale is it's a very rough and coarse type of green. So what I would do, which I learned from a vegan restaurant that I love, is I would take some olive oil and drizzle it over the kale, and I would take it and rub it through my fingers. And what that does is it breaks down that coarseness, and it really makes it a lot more palatable, and it's a lot more enjoyable, because a lot of people think kale, I don't want that in my salad. I used to be obsessed with that. The greens of the moment for me, the base that I love in my salad, is the spring mix that includes spinach, and I get it from Walmart. So this is what it looks like. Here's what I love about this, because Trader Joe's also sells a spring mix, but I don't like it as much. What I love about this, to be honest, is the packaging. So it comes in a very nice size package. This one, I believe, is like the medium size. There's an even larger one. What I love about this packaging is I find that this can last for at least 2 weeks. The Trader Joe's one comes in like a plastic bag, kind of like the material that's on the top here. But what I find is that it comes very wet. And I've tried everything. I've even tried putting, because I know some people will put pieces of paper towel, fold it up, and like just stuff into the bag and then just reseal it as soon as they buy it to kind of suck up the moisture. But still, I would say that salad will last a good 3 to 5 days before it's no longer good. So if you're going to Trader Joe's and you want the spring mix, it's a fantastic option if you plan to use it that day. However, if you plan to keep it over the course of time, because, you know, unless I'm having family or guests over, this is not going to be gone in a day. Okay, especially if I'm here by myself or it's just Peyton and I, we could have this last us a good 3 weeks. And that's even if I have lunch every single day, because or salad for lunch every single day. And the reason why is because typically my salad is not just greens. So now that we've went through the greens, let's get into the good stuff. Let's talk cucumbers. Yes, it depends on the type of cucumber that will set you up for success. Okay, as you can see, I'm getting excited because anytime I'm talking about food, I just love it. This is the Persian cucumbers. We picked this up from Trader Joe's. Very affordable. I love them. They have a great crunch to them. If I'm making a salad for 2 adults and a child, or 3 adults and a child, I could use 2 cucumbers and I still have the other ones that are sealed and they will still last quite some time. So I do love those cucumbers, and again, I love the bite to them. Once I've got my spinach and spring mix coarsely chopped, I usually don't keep it whole. I kind of just give a big coarse chop in the middle, and then I throw them to the bowl. The next thing I do, as I said, I add my cucumbers. I like to slice them into some nice cubes. I don't like the pieces of my salad to be really, really big and thick. I like them to be really cut small, but you can cut them up pretty quickly, right? So I have that. The next thing I have, oh my God, these fire roasted red peppers will change every facet of your life. I promise you. So good. So all I do, and again, in order to keep it fresh, and this is with anything, pickles, whatever, make sure you always use a clean utensil when pulling these out. But I pull out a piece of the red pepper. I chop it up fine, just like you would if you were putting a raw red pepper. But I'm telling you, the taste on this is amazing. You can taste that roasted flavor. It's absolutely delicious. This is usually gone in a week. I buy this weekly. I love them, or sometimes I buy 2 or 3 at a time. The next item of the moment for me would be edamame outside of the shell. Oh my goodness, I love this. So I eat them just like this. I don't need to necessarily season them because I do season my salad. Now, let's stop. PSA announcement. Season your salad. It has to be seasoned. If you don't season your salad, then that's why you need so much dressing. I'm not saying you shouldn't use any, but right now, dressing of the moment for me, again, it changes because I eat it so often. I love to just drizzle some olive oil, salt, and pepper. I never thought I would say that, but the reason why is because I have so many layers of flavors in there. One of them being the edamame. I love it. It's just so good, and it's a great protein. For every half cup, which again, you'd only use a 1/4 cup, has almost 10 grams of protein. Hello? Foolproof. For those of you that don't know, I'll be sure to link the video up here. I am currently a pescatarian as of January 1st. It's been almost 2 months. And with that being said, I need to pull my protein from other food options besides meat, okay? And as you know, again, another random comment, I am allergic, or random fact rather, I am allergic to red meat. So really before January 1st, it was just poultry for me. So I've just removed poultry from my diet. So this is an awesome option because again, it has so much protein and it is so good. It's so good. Anyways, all right, I digress. The next item that I absolutely love to put in my salads, sun-dried tomatoes. Sun-dried tomatoes. I mean, what can't you do with them? They're great in pasta. They're great in salads. They are great if you're making anything where you usually add tomatoes, like if some sort of hot item. This is so good. I actually like the sun-dried tomatoes, the taste of it better than just cutting up regular tomatoes, and they will swell up. Although they look fairly dried here, they will swell up if you are making a hot meal with it. You just have to let it saute a little bit longer. Absolutely delicious. Now the next item I love to also do a good chop on, dried cranberries. Oh, I love them. I love adding them to my salad, and here's why. I love to have the dried cranberries because it gives a nice sweet taste to it. There's another item that I love to add as well that also gives a nice sweet taste, and that would be pecan pralines, or pecan. I don't know how you guys say it. I say pecan. Do I say pecan? I feel like I do. I digress. Anyway, I love these. This is good. I mean, many people think of it in desserts, but I just love to give it, use the butt of the knife, just kind of punch on it a little bit so we can crumble up, excuse me, a little bit. And you sprinkle that on your salad, and that's the next thing I love to add. So sometimes I'll do the cranberries or the pecans depending on, you know, how much of a sweetness I like. I only do a few. I would probably only do 2 or 3 pecans because again, Mama is watching her figure. So I try to be more mindful of it. But I do love to have a little bit of that crunch. It's so good. But let's talk cheeses. The next one I love, feta cheese. Oh, the Mediterranean feta cheese is to die for. Again, this adds a little bit of a seasoning to your salad, okay? This I get also from Trader Joe's. I just take a little sprinkle of it. I would say just not even a whole handful. Of course, that would be too much for just me. I take a few pinches and I like to just rub it through my fingers to make sure it crumples up a bit. I don't like to taste large chunks of feta because, as you know, it does have a very salty taste to it. So I do like to do a little light squeeze of that. Now, if I'm feeling extra fancy, I like to slice some of this and put it on the side. This is the blueberry goat cheese. I absolutely love it. For some, they feel it is an acquired taste. I love it. I like to slice it. You got to get a good sharp knife, and you want to preferably a cheese knife, and you want to give some nice coarse slices on that, and then I just put it on the side, and I like to dig a little piece of it and then have some of my salad. My mouth is watering. It tastes absolutely amazing with that blueberry. It's just goat cheese hugged in these mini blueberries. They're like the size of currants. Amazing. That's all I will say. The next thing I want to talk about is dressings. So if I want to jazz up my olive oil a little bit, what I love to do is I love to add some of this chili onion crunch. Again, I am seasoning up that salad, right? Because then I don't need a whole lot of dressing. This is better than a creamy dressing any day. Olive oil, salt, pepper, chili onion crunch, and guess what the piece de resistance is? Spicy hot honey. Mike's hot honey will change your life, and the extra hot one will change your life twice. Please try it. Olive oil, honey, salt and pepper, onion crunch. That's all you need. It will change your life. It tastes so good. And then I add a little salt and pepper. I love to do fresh ground salt and fresh ground pepper, preferably the pink Himalayan salt because it is better for you. It tastes amazing. So after all of that yummy goodness, right, is now in this bowl, we need to have some sort of meat, or you can just eat it like that. As I said, I would love it just like that. However, if you want to add a little meat to it, I love tuna. I love tuna. You can either make tuna fish the way you usually do with your mayo and such and such and such. However, if you are watching your figure, once again, you just add a little bit of lemon juice and vinegar mix to the can and let it sit, because you don't want that stinky smell on your hands, on your breath, or in the house for 2 weeks. Because we all know even after you brush your teeth, it still smells like tuna and it still tastes like tuna. But if you squeeze some lemon juice and some vinegar, let it sit for a good 15-20 minutes while you chop up your onions and everything else for your tuna. Trust me, you will thank me later. You drain that out, squeeze out all that water, then run that tuna fish under cold water, and it will be a dream. If you don't want to make, you know, with your mayo-based tuna and things like that, you can just kind of sprinkle it on top of your salad like that if you would like. Me personally, if I can't have the mayo, mama's not having the tuna. I'm sorry. I love mayo in my tuna. If I can't have mayo because I'm watching my calories at that moment in time, like right now, as you know, shameless plug, 30-day challenge is going on as we speak, and I am dedicating 30 minutes of activity every single day. I'm committing that to myself because I am choosing my health, right? Because I'm worth it. Okay, back to our regular scheduled programming. Now, when it comes to tuna, if I know I can't have mayo in it, but because I'm watching my figure, I'm not gonna have it, I don't have the tuna at all. I just refrain from it. But there's so many other options, like shrimp cocktail. If you go to the Walmart or to any store that sells shrimp cocktail, you know how it'll have like the ring of shrimp. I usually just take that, pop the tail off, give it a coarse chop in the middle, and just put that on my salad as well. I love that. Maybe 4 or 5 pieces of shrimp, just chop it in half, squeeze the tail off, and you're good to go. You don't even need the cocktail sauce, right? Everything else that you're putting in here, honey, it will be a dream, okay? Another option is sometimes if I have leftover fish from the night before, or if I have the time to make some quick tilapia, I'll season it, blacken up some tilapia really quickly. And then I love to have a warm meat with my salad. It is so, so good. So tilapia is definitely my choice. Blackened salmon, oh, I would love to have with it. I'll be sure to link here my video that I did on blackened salmon with my salad that is absolutely out of this world, the kale crunch salad. So I will definitely link that here. But in addition, if you don't want the shrimp, if you don't want the tilapia, if you don't want to do the tuna, then you can also do a shrimp salad. Again, if you're able to have mayo, or maybe you want to do you want to just do it like a mayo-based salad. Do they do something like that? Is that a thing? Shrimp salad without mayo? I don't know. Not in my world. If I can't have it, I just refrain from it altogether. I don't want to half-ass. I'll be honest with you. Just like I'm not really a fan of soda, but if I have soda, I'm not having diet. It's just not gonna happen. I don't understand what that even means. Just give me water. Please give me all the calories or none. I don't want to deal with it. That's just my life. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just, again, a girl who loves to eat. And I'm just sharing with you my humble perspective. Okay, so that's pretty much it. If I am, as I am in the moment, eating only seafood, I will either do it without meat altogether, but add all the deliciousness, add the salt and the pepper, fresh ground, drizzle some extra virgin olive oil. Don't go cheap on your olive oil, people. Don't do the blends. You will thank me later because you can taste the difference, I assure you. You can taste the difference between the olive oil that's like a a 40 or 50 ounce olive oil that you see for $3.99, 99.9% chance it is definitely, unless there's like an amazing sale, 99.9% chance that is an oil blend, which means it's usually mixed with sunflower oil or grapeseed oil or what have you. Me personally, give me the EVOO and give it to me straight. So that means I'm usually paying for a 30 ounce, maybe like $20. However, you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way, and the taste is just much more different. It's definitely a different level of flavor, and it adds to all the different layers that I've shared with you guys today. Thank you guys so much for staying with us until the end. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to comment below, what's your favorite ingredient to add to a salad? What is a must-have ingredient in your salad? And please don't tell me tomato. Don't tell me tomato. Don't tell me iceberg lettuce. Sis, no. Keep that to yourself. I want to hear like capers. Ooh, Swiss cheese, because sometimes mama loves to put a little bit of Swiss cheese too, depending on what I'm feeling. Tell me Gruyere. Tell me a little slice of brie on the side. Tell me caramelized onion cheese from Trader Joe's also will change your life because it's very nutty. Ooh, a Dubliner cheese. Tell me something like that. Give me something that's gonna make me want to change this regimen, because I'm all into changing up these salads because I'm trying to stay healthy, guys. I'm trying to get this waist even smaller. Thanks guys for staying with us until the end. I know I'm crazy, but you guys love me. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Comment below. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subscribers. As always, we love you so much for watching. Until next time.